Patriots of Era, to the jubilant Kerry fans, and to the poor Donegal fans who are in mourning this morning. Well, Joe Brolly, what do you think of that? You once said that the Kerry production line was finished, that our day was done. Well, Joe, yesterday in Croke Park, Kingdom Football roared back to remind the country exactly who we are. Kerry reign supreme, folks. Our 39th All-Ireland title against a gallant Donegal side. The boys in green and gold showed class, skill and culture from the very start, from the very first steps behind the Artane boys' band. Even when the Donegal boys broke ranks on the parade, Kerry kept it cool, dignified, disciplined, different. They showed class. Make no mistake, this is the beginning of something. This is a young Kerry team. But yesterday they played with the heart of every legend who ever pulled on the jersey. And with 10 minutes to go, when Donegal looked like they might nick it, Kerry just simply ramped up into another gear. But folks, by the time the final whistle blew, it was as if they were just getting started. It was one of the best All-Ireland final performances I've seen of any Kerry team. Jack O'Connor and Jack's army and his team, every last man can be proud. 5 All-Ireland titles now under Jack's leadership. That's not management, folks. That's legacy. And yet, up for the match, not one mention of Jack O'Connor. Not one word about the man who has led Kerry to glory times again and again. And all the talk about Jimmy winning matches. It's insulting RTE. RTE, take note. Kerry people pay their licence fees too. We demand the same respect you lavish on other great counties. Jack O'Connor is an icon and deserved to be celebrated. When asked if he'd stay on, Jack said, "That's up to the wife now." Well, here's what I say to you, Jack O'Connor. Hold your horses, stay put. Kerry needs you. And let's talk about the stewards in Croke Park. Irish mammies can't get summer jobs for their sons and daughters, while we watch Nigerians, Jamaicans and Indians stewarding on All-Ireland football final day. The biggest day in the sporting calendar. The Grab All Association strikes again, forgetting the grassroots, forgetting Paddy. Where's the respect for the ordinary Irish fan, I ask? But for now, I'm not letting them spoil it. The kingdom is coming home. We'll see you all tonight in Tralee and Killarney. Bring the flags, bring the pride, bring the noise. It's going to be mighty. Kerry forever and up the kingdom. But folks, despite Kerry's glorious 39th All-Ireland title win yesterday, a day that should have been remembered for football, pride and tradition, the kingdom's joy was sidestepped by something else entirely. The Healy rage. An incident outside Burger King that has now gone viral for all the wrong reasons. As Kerry fans lined the streets around Jones's Roads, hearts beaten with anticipation for Sam Maguire, what erupted before throw-in looked less like a pre-match buzz and more like a scene straight out from a Pulp Fiction movie. One could nearly hear the soundtrack playing as Danny Healy-Rae went full John Travolta, roaring and shouting, chests out, fists clenched, putting up a show, not in Fitzgerald Stadium, but on the footpaths of Dublin. Now, I've it on good authority. Danny did not ask the Garda, "What do the French call a cheeseburger?" And the Garda did not reply, "They call it a Royale with cheese." But make no mistakes, folks. Danny was acting like he was in a movie. The only problem is, this isn't Hollywood. This is Ireland. And this is the national stage. What we saw yesterday wasn't just a bit of a row. It was a display. A man charging after a Garda like a bull in a china shop, barking down the street like the laws don't apply to him. Maybe in Kerry at Puck Fair, that kind of mountainy man carry-on gets a wink and a pass. But maybe he knows a Garda too back home who looked the other way. But in Dublin, on Jones's Road, outside Burger King, or on any road in Dublin, with the eyes of the nation watching, that doesn't wash. Because here's the truth. The Garda was doing his job. He was keeping law and order. He was professional, and the people saw it. Over 300,000 people have watched this clip on my TikTok social media account. Thousands of people have liked it, and thousands of people have shared it, and hundreds of comments. Thousands more cheering, not for Jenny, but for the Guard. And why? Because we're sick of the arrogance, sick of the entitlement, sick of the Healy Ray cartel dynasty swaggering around as if the rules don't apply. Danny says he's making a complaint to the Star and the Mirror. Well, Danny, the people are filing a complaint with history about what you and yours have done to towns like Killarney, Castleisland, Tralee, Dingle and Listowel. Unvetted men brought in, local voices silenced, communities changed forever. And for what? Votes, contracts, power, money and greed. Let's not forget, this is the same man whose brother was a high-ranking Garda during the Blue Flu, and whose sister is a barrister. Is that why the courtrooms go so soft? Is that why the files go missing? Is that why justice keeps getting delayed in the kingdom? The rot is deeper than a shouting match at the fast food outlet. It's about power, and it's about how it's been abused. And Danny, just because you might have rigged an election doesn't mean you can manhandle a Garda. Just because your court is tugging on connections inside 5% of the Gardaí and the courts doesn't mean the rest of us can't see through it. This will come out. The truth will come out about the election fraud and Johnny's role as well. About the insider's favours and how a county was played like a fiddle when the tune was being written in Kilgarvan. And let me say this from the heart. It was lovely to meet Michael Healy Ray's wife Eileen and his sister Rosemary yesterday. Everywhere I went, always watching, always present. But let me say this too. Danny, if you tackled Katie Taylor the way you tackled that Garda yesterday, you wouldn't have lasted 58 seconds. Because that's how long it took Katie to win her professional debut in Wembley. 58 seconds, one round, pure class. Danny Healy Ray, I have a message for you. Leave the boxing now to Katie Taylor. Leave the shouting to the stands. And leave the Gardaí alone. The kingdom deserves better. We're more than this. We are football. We are honour. We are Kerry. And we don't kneel to any cartel. Not even one wearing a flat cap and shouting outside Burger King. Up the kingdom. I'm off now to change the reg in my car. Kerry team, you are legends. Jack O'Connor, you're a legend. See you all tonight in Tralee and Killarney at the homecoming. Gora Mila Mahagav.